anyway, a lot of guys were smoking dope, and I just said to myself, oh man, this is a fucking nightmare. I said, if you keep this up, I'm gonna die. And then I started saying to myself, like, well, gee, if I'm gonna die, that's what I did. When I was 18, I was sitting down and thinking, if I'm gonna die, I know I'm gonna die, why do I want somebody else to kill me? I don't want somebody else to watch some captain, can't read a map, some friggin' TOC headquarters that doesn't know what's in front of me. So they were looking for volunteers to Vietnamize the war, and it required you to go away for 9 days to jump school in Da Nang with you. And what they did is they dropped you in they picked a sector because Quang Tri was invaded at the time. It was the major capital of Central Highlands. They wanted the South Vietnamese army to fight it, so they were pulling American troops out, including the Marines. They wanted to drop Americans in there as spies, what we call salute spies. Like I said, soldiers, area, location, uniform, training, equipment. We were supposed to spy them out. Now the Gooks knew we were there. It's not like they didn't know we were there. The thing was, they knew we were there, and they got stuff off of us, and we got stuff off of them. The first thing they wanted was soap, because our German shepherds liked to lunch on them. So by washing, they were able to, So anyway, they dropped me down there. I went for that, and when I went there was 21 of us that went to that sector in late '73. And what we used to do was we each had an area that was our place of business, and we used to travel at night, do whatever we had to do. And every once in a while, we used to meet up. So what they did is they would drop food to us. They would drop food to us, and the K rations were supposed to last about 10 days. Usually they last about 4, 5. So you trade it your cigarettes if you smoke, your soap, cut your soap up, trade it with the Gooks, and they gave you rice, vegetables, even the enemy.
For rice?
Yeah, they want your soap. You give me soap so that your dog doesn't eat me, I will give you something to eat so you don't starve to death. So, so you sort of, and you kind of felt them out, so try to find out what they knew, what unit they were attached to, or whatever. So, anyway, once every 21 days, give or take, 15 days, 21 days, they used to have a chopper that used to fly in. A Huey chopper came in, and we used to call it the Great White God. The Great White God would come out of the sky. And who the Great White God was a cook. He'd come out, he'd be sending them down into this open field, And we knew that that's when we were going to get a hot meal.
Mm-hmm.
So the Great White God would come out, and he's immaculately dressed, white pants, white suit, chef's hat, and he'd come out with his mermaid cans, and be setting up out there for us. Let me tell you, when I first went to training for that, I never understood why they made us do certain things until I actually went to that the first time. The first time we used to go jumping, we'd be starving. So you used to go to the lunch chow, and they would set up lunch chows. You used to go to the lunch chow. They would say, take your steel pot off. So you take your steel pot, put your thing out, and they would throw the food in there.
Mm-hmm.
And
in your hat?
Yeah, the steel pot part. In those days, they had steel pot and a liner.
Yeah.
Right, nowadays, they only have a steel pot.
Mm-hmm.
The steel pot was great because you could wash, bake, cook. You could do everything.
Shave with it.
Shave, everything, your bath and stuff. That was a great loss to the Army. But again, technology changed. You pick up a steel pot a mile away on infrared. Anyway, they used to have like 2 tables, set up. They used to go through, and they would put your food in there. And then you get to the end. As soon as you got to the end, there'd be a big trash can and a sergeant standing there. As soon as you got to the end, he'd reach over real quick, grab your steel pot, empty it, and then take it and slam it back on your head, and it'd be like syrup dripping down. And he goes, get out of here, fucking dickhead. Next time you'll learn to eat in line. What? I'm starving. Can I have some trash? No, get out of here. They would kick you in the ass. Holy shit. The first time I jumped out of a plane, we did that. You're there like...
They kicked you out?
You're practicing. First time you go up, I know, I can do. You're down with dead, So you would... So you'd be there, 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. And before you got them, they'd kick you open and kick you out. Yo! And you'd get back there and say, what the fucking hell you did that? We did that to see if you know how to react when something
as
unexpected
you're flailing
happens. Where the fucking strings? Shit, I mean. came down and pissed myself. The first time I was in combat, I pissed myself. And you always tell new guys, he's new. How do you know he peed himself? No, I'm not. I've been here 3 days. Well,
that's pretty new.
So anyway, when we got out there, it was a great white god who come from the sky. Well, it was January of 75.
75? You were still out there?
Yeah, we were out there until April of 75. Well, I got out of there. It was December of 74. Yeah, sure, they only told the American public they took a combat troops.
Oh, yeah, no, I know
about that. They didn't take the rest of us out.
I just didn't know you were there for so long.
Yeah, I was there.
From 69 to 74?
No, I was there from August of 73 to 74 now. So anyway, we're out there, and so we were supposed to meet up in a sector to go out to this place to eat, and so we get there. Of course, the groups are there, but the groups would never shoot at us. They never shoot at you individually when you're a scout. They shoot at you if you come together, but they never shoot at you if you're going to eat. So you think they came down with mermite cans? There's only 21 of us, maybe 8 of us showed up. Sometimes 10 of us showed up. You never know who got killed and did get killed. You know. So that time there were like 12 of us showed up. So they wouldn't shoot. Wouldn't shoot at us if they were going to eat. And the cook brought food for 20, 30, 40 people. Who do you think the other people were? It was them. So he could leave because once he ate, they would never shoot him. Coming down, never shoot the cook. Because the gooks wouldn't eat. They weren't that stupid. See, they were smarter than us. We only called, hey, send a cook. They won't. So anyway, the cook's down there. And, and so we get there, and then Malin says to me, he goes, okay. So we used to eat that way. One day in December of 74, it was October 74. October 74, yeah. It was almost a year when this happened. I was getting ready to go out anyway. They were keeping us there for 18 months at the time. Or in that case of that, to the end. Because we were scared. So anyway, it was October 74. Yeah, because I went to college in January 75. I got out of the hospital. So anyway, see, we went there and one time waiting. The fuck are they at? Not coming. If you know anything about the war, the Vietnam was getting ready to overrun the whole area, which they did by April of 75. So we're waiting. The American army just decided, well, fuck them. We ain't feeding them no more. Fuck them, There's only 10 or 12 of them out there. We sent out 21. 8 or 10 have been showing up every couple of weeks, So we don't know how many's out there, so who cares, Anytime you hear about MIAs, that's usually some of the guys in Central Hand. That's some of the guys I was with. So anyway, we're down there, and they're waiting. So we decided, let's not go across the field. If we go across the field, the gooks might get us. But then again, we figured, well, we had to go across the field to a certain extent. Maybe we misinterpret the field. So we started to go out across the field, this Savannah-like area. And next thing you know, out of the fucking blue, something I had never seen in Vietnam. Fucking T-54 tank comes barreling out, firing. Looked like 7, 8 gooks around it.
That's something you never hear of is tanks.
So yeah, you very rarely. They had T-55s and T-56s. The 54, thank God it was a 54, because if it was a 55, I would never have lived. It was the difference was that the 55 has 5 wheels in a row. 54 has 3 wheels or 4 wheels, and there's a space, and then it's front wheel drive only. So just like a little wagon, like a little kid, So anyway, the tank comes, but it can fire. It fires a 76mm round. It fired. We scattered like, holy shit, let's get out of here. So we're running, and yours truly, me, was the hero. By running, my shoelace got caught. It was untied. So I went to go tie it when the tank flung up. So
you stopped to tie your shoelace under
No,
tank
I was
fire?
tying it when it came out of the fire. Shit! So everyone ran. Of course, they left me behind. So I got up to run too. but I started to run, but one of my laces caught onto some branch of a tree or some stub or shrub, and I fell. So by the time I, reorientated myself and shook my head and I looked up the tank. I knew right away I couldn't get away. The tank was too close to me for me to do anything. If I ran away, I'd go into the tank's range, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to do that.
You're just too close.
Yeah, I was too close to the tank. I'm thinking, holy shit, I'm in trouble. Look at all those gooks coming at me. Someone yells out, Weissman's still out there. Now he's dead. I'm not dead. And I said, wait a minute, shut up, you idiot. The gooks know I'm here. So what I did is I just saw that tank coming, and the guys ran into the forest and decided to turn around and try to, when they realized we're alive, try to fight the tank.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the hell they're going to fight with. We only had 59 pop grenades and 14s.
What were the pop grenades?
Is that the thumpers?
It's one that when you kill anything within 25 meters. No.
Anything live, not tanks.
Yes. Oh, no. I killed everybody in the tank. So, what I did is, I saw them, so I just said, well, I guess this is it. I'm going to die, man. So I just took my weapon and stood up. I didn't know that, but the guys later told me I killed 4 of the 7 gooks. They killed 2 of them, the other one ran away, left the tank there. So I kept coming closer and closer to the tank, and I kept on firing at the buggy hole. It's blindside the tank.
What were tanks like back then?
Well, those are old Soviet tanks.
Soviet tank.
Less junky than World War II and World War I, obviously, but like...
Well, T-54 wasn't a very good tank. It was front-wheel drive. It was a piece of shit.
I'm assuming...
Front-wheel drive tanks?
Yeah, front-wheel drive.
Those existed?
Yep.
Oh, God.
French style.
Yeah. When you think of what the Vietnamese can afford.
Yeah, but they were given to it by the Chinese. The Chinese got it from the Russians. The
Chinese deal with anybody.
This is a big shit. Give to free friends out there. Do you don't like our gifts? Fuck you. We're stupid. Not that stupid. We're Chinese. We're much smarter than you Russians. So anyway, the tank, I just kept on firing at the cubby hole, the people.
Like the driver hole or the gunner?
The driver.
Yeah.
Keep the driver so he can drive the tank.
Mm-hmm.
As I moved towards the tank.
You walked towards a tank.
You can't run away from it. It will blow your brains out. Remember?
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're just hiding like
it
a rat.
still requires a vast amount of balls.
Yes. Well, I was nuts, remember? I figured I was going to die, so I just walked out. Pew, pew.
And you took out 4 people who were in a tank.
No,
around
4 of the 7 that were around it.
You took out 4 tanks.
No, 4 of the 7 soldiers that were around. They were using it as infantry support.
Okay.
Got it?
All right.
Which is the way it's always been, I believe.
For those idiots, not for Germans and Americans. We have our own corps. The Germans have Panzer Corps. We have our own cavalry corps, the tank corps. But the Russians were always stupid. Russians always used it as infantry support. So did the gooks, because they were taught by the French. So who else could have more weapons than the Germans, more tanks than the Germans, and lose in the fucking battle with the French?
The Russians, of course.
Yeah. Anyway, so like I said, I fired at the thing and went closer and closer. Now, there's something you have to remember. Through my head triggered what? This is a T-54 tank, which means it's front-wheel drive. You can jam the wheel and stay on the blind side. They can't get you. Wow. The other thing the other thing about a T-54 tank is flip lid.
When did you learn all this? In training?
Yeah, no, I learned it on my own.
On the field?
On the job.
Yeah, of course, right?
Flip lid.
Yeah, their engineering is screwy.
They're not like the 50. You notice the 55, and later on the 72 tank and 84 tank. You can close the lid, but this was a flip lid, and I knew that. I knew it was flip lid, blindside tank. Front-wheel drive. So when I got there real close, I ran out of weapons. My goose is cooked. I said, no, it ain't. I took me the weapon. I jammed it in that front-wheel drive tire. and that caused the tank to go bam. So I just followed the tank around. Let's blind side. Then I did something else.
Wait.
Fucking dumb.
You were how
shoved it-
close to this tank?
You
Right
shoved
next to us, close as I am to you.
you shoved your M16, I would assume you had
M14.
M14 in a tank wheel.
They were arming you with M14, something that's like
Yeah.
by
well,
that point 70 years old or so.
It wasn't 70.
No,
years
no.
old.
The 14 was a standard weapon in Vietnam.
That was a,
I know it was standard, but it had been like invented like 50 or so years ago. hadn't
no,
it?
that's way too early.
No, it was made for Vietnam.
Yeah.
The M14 was made for Vietnam.
I know it was at least in service towards the
16, you're thinking of the 16.
The 16 was made for Vietnam, I thought.
16
Like
was
halfway
made for
through.
later Vietnam
Yeah.
students.
Yeah, halfway
Right,
through,
for
like
combat.
71, right?
or they just
I
give
think so, yeah, and they're still using it now. They're using the M16A3 now.
Yeah.
I fired the regular 16, A1, A2. I never fired an A3.
So you're in
got
the
out.
blind side of the tank, right?
So I'm on the blind side of the tank. I took my weapon and threw it in there. I figured, I'm dead.
It's not useful. It's not useful against
I'm
the
dead.
tank.
This goop's going to blow my brains out as soon as they get to me. So I just, now that the tank's front wheel drive was jammed, it could only spin around. So all I had to do was stay on the side of the turret, so that way the driver could not see me. You understand?
Mhm.
So as long as I stayed on the inside of the tank and he spun around, and then I did something I don't even know what I was thinking. I reached over, I pulled out my grenade, I jumped on that fucking thing, opened it up, dropped it, and was covered myself. All I know is I woke up 3 or 4 days later, and it turned out they were going to leave me. They figured, wow, what a hero. He's dead.
Shit, you
Nixon
were a
told me
hero.
that.
I mean,
Nixon said to me, yeah, well, the other guys all got
Richard
away.
Nixon or someone else?
Exactly
Nixon?
was his name. Richard Nixon. Richard Allen Nixon. Sergeant Nixon. Says Nicky told me he's the same guy who saved my life earlier.
This is just a soldier named
He was
Nixon.
just a
He was a soldier named Richard Nixon.
Yeah, we used to joke about that all the time.
That's
No,
awesome.
actually, we used to call him Sweetie or Sugar. Nicky.
You should have called him Crook.
Nicky would kill you. And he's a vigilante guy for nowadays. Anyway, yeah, he's kind of a funny kind of guy. He's all right, you know. Anyway, then they said, oh, he's dead. Nixon said, well, let's carry him back. He came and said, well, I was alive, so he picked me up. I was small. He just picked me up, threw me on his shoulder, carried me all the way back. I don't know how far he carried me. I think he took me 12, 15 kilometers back.